Max, my man, how are you?
Hi, lad. How are you? I just had a live on.
It's all right. Took a while too.
Oh, hey, bro.
Yeah, good mate. How are you?
Fuck. Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm alright.
Nice, nice. What have you been up to today then?
I'm on placement for uni at the moment, so I'm at the hospital working. So work, and then just went for a run, and now I'm here.
Yeah, nice, nice. So I guess I won't waste too much of your time. It's getting on a bit now. Um, have you got the next 45 minutes for the call?
Yeah, right. Of
Yeah,
course.
easy, easy. So yeah, basically the call is going to be 45 minutes to an hour tops. Don't hold you for too long. But
Yeah.
basically, during that time, just going to ask you a load of questions about what you're doing at the moment, maybe some of the things you've done in the past, what you're looking to achieve in the future, and whether or not we're actually able to help you get to that point in the future. If we are, we could potentially get you onboarded today. But if we aren't, I'm still going to point you in the right direction. So, how does that sound?
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome, man. No worries at all. So, I guess we'll jump straight into it then. What really made you want to like book the call? How can I help?
Um, well, I don't know. It was a while ago. I had I'd seen people making money online on their phone from fucking sitting somewhere, wherever they are. And this was a while ago, and I thought that would be wicked to do. Anyways, a while ago, I got in touch with Fletch, one of the boys that are at ABC, and he'd point me in the direction of coming here. And I was a bit hesitant, still am skeptical, but I was a bit like, oh, what? I don't know what this is. I don't get fully understand what's going on. And then just
Hmm.
as of now, I'm like, well, if I'm ever going to have a crack at it, if I keep saying, oh, whenever, it's never going to happen. So I just thought, you know what, I'll have a crack now.
Hmm.
And the big probably driver for that is like my uni, like I'm going to uni, right, and I'm doing radiography, like it's a good job or whatever, but it is at the end of the day, it's still, I have to go there for 40 hours a week and work doing the same shit.
Hmm.
Whereas, like, yeah, so that's probably the big thing I wanted to do because I work a lot and I go to uni and it's just a slog, which is fine. And I
Hmm.
like hard work, but I wanted something a bit different, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're doing a lot at the moment. Work, uni. Obviously, you just gone out for a run.
Mm,
Yeah. Time is probably flying by.
mm,
So, I
yeah,
just
no,
want
that's for sure.
to touch on like what you said there, like with Fletcher's content. Like, when did you start seeing all of this pop up? Look. Hello. Hey, we're back.
Sorry, that's my fault, bro. My phone was making noises and I put on fucking airplane mode to stop it, and then I'm hotspotting my work. Anyway, sorry, bro.
No, you're all good. It's all right. Um, so yeah, like Fletcher's content. I mean, what's the timeline of all of this? Like, when did you first start seeing all of this pop up? When did you start talking to him?
I think I started talking to him like maybe April-ish this year, and then
April.
had a chat to him. Yeah, this was earlier, and then I had a chat to him about all this, but I was really hesitant. And then I only recently just got in contact with him again, maybe I think end of last week.
Hmm.
Was talking to him a
Hmm.
bit.
Oh, back in April, man. What's been happening since then?
Much of the same, just uni. I'm working, running. But that's kind of it.
Hmm.
What heaps has been happening, just the usual.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, so back in April when you first started messaging him, is this when you were feeling like a bit skeptical about it, a bit unsure what it was, what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was unclear to you then? What were you skeptical about?
I don't know, probably just because to me, like it's something new, and I didn't fully kind of understand it, and I didn't. But I feel like I don't know, I just wasn't ready to make a change. I didn't have the time or drive to do something different at that time.
Hmm.
Like I didn't want to do it. Like I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the commitment, the time, or the attitude that would say, "Hey, I need to knuckle down and do something different."
Yeah. Okay.
Because coming to like this part of the year for uni and stuff starting to quiet down, so I'm getting a bit more time on my hands.
Hmm. Okay. So I guess there's a bit more of a better time for you to start finding out more.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what really changed other than that between now and then? Because obviously, was this in the back of your mind since April, or did you just completely forget about it? Have you been seeing him since then?
Um. I probably haven't been given it too much thought, like since April until really the last couple of weeks. I was like, oh, because I started seeing some more videos online, and I was like, I had like I wanted to do that at one point, but I kind of just yeah forgot about it. If you would say that, I just kept going on with my normal life, and it kind of wasn't on my mind.
Hmm.
And then now that I've just started thinking about it more, and just yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's something you dabbled into a while ago. Time wasn't really right for you. Busy with work,
Mhm.
busy with uni, and you've just been busy with work and uni since then. And now,
Mhm.
obviously, you've got a bit more time on your hands. You're starting to think about it a little bit more and just sort of consider the possibilities.
Mhm.
Hmm. Okay. Now, I guess at the moment you're working and you're studying. Are you studying? Is this like a work placement? You said.
This right now I'm on a 6 week work placement. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you actually like studying? What are you working? What does all of that look like?
So study right now it's different because I'm on placement. So I do Monday to Friday. I do radiography, so X-ray, CT, MRI, ultrasound, that sort of
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So I'm doing that Monday. That looks like this week, like 8:30 to 5, Monday to Friday, and that's for 6 weeks. When I'm not on placement, I'm at uni for about 10 hours, and then I work for about 25, 30 hours, plus
Uh,
a bit of study on top.
per is that per week? So you study 10 hours per week. Uni.
Like I have classes for 10 hours per week,
Mm-hmm.
and then I work probably 25, 30 hours, like paid work
Yeah.
outside of university, like
Yeah.
not in my profession.
So like around about 7 hours of work a day, a couple hours of uni a day with your lectures and whatnot, and then studying and
Yeah,
whatnot as well. Hmm.
yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. I mean, sounds pretty busy to me. Does
Yeah.
sound
Oh
busy.
no, it is busy. It is
Yeah.
busy.
I mean, how do you find it? Obviously, radiography is quite an interesting thing. I don't know anything about it myself. Like,
Yeah.
is there a lot to learn or?
Yeah, there's heaps to learn, and that's what I kind of like about it is you could have a career, lifetime career, and you'll never know everything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I love it. I reckon it's great. It's good,
Hmm.
and I didn't really know what I wanted to do out of uni, and I chose this. I mean, out of high school, I know I didn't want to go on a job site, and then I chose this, and I'm lucky luck got in, so I was just
Hmm.
stuck with it.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, left school and then decided to go down like the academic route, set yourself up that way. And not here
Yeah.
you are today. Yeah, okay. So radiography then you're interested in it? Was this something you've always wanted to do or just you didn't know or
Yeah, it was always in the back of my mind. I did like one of my dad's mates actually a radiographer, and he in year 10 we did like work experience, and I
okay.
did it with him, and I was like, oh, well, if I'm going to go to uni, I'm going to do that just because I thought it was wicked
Yeah.
and it was cool, and there's like like lots of career opportunity like to work, and then also to if you can have your own practice, have
Hmm.
your own.
Yeah, okay. So there is a lot of potential in what you're doing at the moment then.
Yes, there is a lot of potential. It's fucking hard as, but there's a lot of potential. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, nice man. So it was obviously good for you, like obviously doing something you enjoy. You're studying something you enjoy. And are you going to be getting yourself a career in radiology as soon as you finish university or?
Well, yeah. Well, that's the plan next year. I do like an internship. I got a position already sorted out, which is 6 months of work,
Hmm,
not paid. It's kind of I get 10 grand for 6 months, so it's fuck all.
damn.
And then the others, yeah, I know it's pretty horrendous. And then I'm qualified, so after that I can do what I kind of want to do,
Hmm,
which
damn.
means yes, start working.
So you've got to stab yourself in the leg with a pen for a few weeks, few months.
Yeah, bro. It's like yeah, it's shit because you got to pay for everything yourself as well. Like I'm in Maryborough, and my room was not that bad, but $1,400 for 6 weeks, and then you don't get to work because you're away from home. So it's kind of all you
And
get fucked.
that's all on you.
Yeah, all on me.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I didn't realize that uni and work placement was like that.
yeah, yeah. No, they don't help you out. You can get a grant sometimes, but not all the time. You might get lucky sometimes, but yeah.
Hmm. And at the moment, did you say you're able to work at the moment? Obviously, you're doing radiography work placement. Are you getting paid for that?
No, no, it's all no pay.
Hmm.
I'm still a student.
So, do you like work on the side as well whilst you're back
Yeah,
home?
when I say I do my 10 hours of uni when I'm not on placement, and then the other 30, yeah, 20 to 30 hours, very varies. I work like part-time jobs, like I work at a fish and chip shop.
Oh, nice.
I'm a barista, and sometimes, especially over like Christmas time, I work at a Christmas tree farm.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, Christmas tree farm is mad. It's cool. It's the long days, 7 days a week for like a month. You get paid well, but it's good.
Yeah. Is that like I'm not sure what the exact species of tree is, but like obviously like the fir pine type of tree.
Pine, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's it. And
And
they've got different strains of the pine to get different outcomes. It's really fucking intense over there. They got genetically modifying trees and all this. Pretty cool.
they're fucking with nature.
Yeah, bro, hectic.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, like obviously in Australia, I'm from England, but Australia, I mean,
Hmm.
Christmas tree farm, just weird.
Yeah, I know. It is weird. Oh, I tell anyone, like I'm speaking to the people I work with, just saying, "Oh, what do you do with yourself outside of radiography?" I work at Christmas tree farm. They're all like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah. So you've got a few little jobs that you do just in the background when you're not at university.
Yeah,
Is that just sort of to keep it going, like pay the bills and
yeah. I mean, I'm fortunate. I live with my mum,
mm,
um, which is great, but it's just to pay that help pay for food, pay for my car, all that sort of thing, pay for like doing shit with my
yeah,
mates and all that.
yeah,
Um, yeah, just to pay for whatever I need. I don't know, my phone, just normal day-to-day shit.
yeah, just like living comfortably basically.
Living
Paying-
expenses, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know what I'm getting. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I like how long have you been in uni and how much longer have you got left before you're actually out in the real world?
Uh, so we're in whatever, the end of this year will be my third year done. Then
Yep.
next year is that like intern year, which is my last year, that intern year where you do 6 months of work and you do a bit of study. So this year's like my actual final proper like academic year where I'm actually got to switch on. Next
Yep.
year's kind of a cruise year where you just get to work a bit and whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So you're kind of easing into the workplace with your placement and then you'll get a job after that and you get a salary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. They ease you in. Like I've had placements all through my 3 years to a year, and
Yeah.
then next year my 6 months is where I'll actually probably become like a team member of a hospital,
Oh,
and then
cool.
after that I go into a paid gig.
Yeah,
That's the
nice.
plan.
What's the like out of interest? I have no idea about radiology and radiography.
Yeah.
What are the salaries like for that? It must be like a pretty decent paying job.
It's not bad when you start. Like, I don't know what, if you're in England, you guys pounds?
I am actually in Australia myself. I'm in Sydney.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
So
no, no,
Australia,
you didn't know that.
80K-ish, maybe starting salary, 80, 70 to 80K. And then it goes up.
Mm,
But when you're a first year grad, you don't get paid heaps.
yeah, so
But then
that's
like if you want like I don't know, grade two is this you can get second year out you might be on 90 grand and then 3, 4 years out you might be on 100 to 120, 130.
yeah. So it's not
But
bad,
then
but so it's like around about $40 an hour.
yeah, it's not great.
Mm,
There's like pathways you can take where you go back to uni, do part-time uni for a bit and you get fucking heaps more money. Like
mm.
you go and do your master's sonography, which is like the the pro like the when you, the baby scan.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like ultrasound stuff.
Yeah, ultrasound
Yeah.
stuff. If you go back and do that, like extended, you can get beyond like 160 grand.
Mm,
It's a
so,
big jump.
yeah,
Shit. And like, but yes, as for me, I'll be on about 80 grand.
yeah. Okay.
So
I
it's
like,
not bad, but it's not great.
yeah, at the end of the day, like it's still you have to turn up for 40 hours a week, do your time, and like realistically, where does that money go?
Like, oh, well, lots of it goes to taxes.
Yeah,
But
tax,
like,
living expenses.
and then you end up with like, fuck all.
Mm,
Like, honestly, you probably, especially now, like, everything costs so much.
yeah, I know. I'm paying
Yeah,
$500 a week in rent.
yeah, cooked. Like, that's how fucked that
Yeah, yeah, it's fucked.
for
But
one person.
yeah, so are you sort of is this what you're doing at the moment then? You coming out of your studies to get yourself a job out in like as a radiographer, is that
Mhm.
something you're set with? Is this something that you want to do? Is it something you're happy with? Is that something you want to change or
It, it's like, I don't know, it's like something I do want to do, um, but not want to do and do for the rest of my life. Like radiography for me was always a means of have a degree where I can have a job for the rest of my life. I'll have a tool where I can make money in case fuck knows what happens. And then my radiography was for me to get into the business side of it. That's my like biggest goal, dream slash was to get into the business side because I've always wanted to have my own business of some sort.
hmm
And I think radiography was one I understood the most. And you can make a fucking ridiculous amount of money if you can do it right. Like, yeah, fucked.
that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. So really then, like you've kind of chose this path as a stepping stone to get you to your bigger goal.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not something where your heart's set. You don't want to do radiography forever. Just a
No.
stepping stone.
And like just because I chose this pathway to get into doing this, you didn't like I could have become a fucking accountant and then gone and owned a radiology practice. Like it's you know what it's not like I could have done anything. It's just
Yeah.
I chose this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just a means to get there. I mean,
Yeah.
so what makes you interested in all of Fletcher's content and all of online work then? I know you're short of time and whatnot at the moment, but what really interests you with this and why do you want to find out more about it and potentially get started?
Well, the thing that I've always like, there's so many people that I've met over my time around the world. People that I've met in my profession, they've got a. I've met a few people that have their own practices, and yes, they have their own practice. Yes, they make truckloads of money, but they're tied down for fucking 70 hours a week trying to like get this shit working. Like trying to, like they're just always working, and like especially with my old man, like he's the same, always working. lots of people around me are always working, and then I see other people, which is great for them, like making money while being on a holiday, or making money overseas, or they're sitting doing something else. They've still got to work. They've still got to work hard, but
Mm,
they can do it anywhere. I just think that's like the biggest thing because all I want to do is fucking travel everywhere
mm,
and go surfing and surf all over the world, do shit like that's the biggest thing. And I know that if I took that pathway, yeah, maybe in I don't know 30 years time, I'll be able to step away and not have to be there day to day. But I just think being able to work remotely is just like the ultimate goal.
mm.
If that
And
makes sense.
I guess that's not something ever achievable with what you're doing at the moment.
No, you'd have to like it. Oh, it could be, but it'd take it. You'd have to be pretty fucking. I don't know, work it out pretty well.
Yeah.
But no, like I can't see a scenario where I could be able to run it from the other side of the world.
Mm. Yeah. So really then, if that means a lot to you to be able to travel, like work remotely and not be fixed to a place, like you have to look elsewhere, which has obviously led you here. Yeah.
Yes, and that's you've I couldn't have said it better myself, and that's why I've kind of come here because as much as radiography is cool and as much as owning a business and making fucking if I got there, made heaps of it doesn't really I don't think it really matters if you can't do what you want when you want to do it,
Mm. I mean,
which is
like you say, it's a good means to an end. Like it's a good career choice. But for you, if you want to travel, like, is it really lined up with what you want to do?
no, no. And
Mm.
if you asked me when I was 18 and I chose this, like I would have like none of this was in my mind. I was just fucking keen to be doing something and finishing high school and going on to do something cool.
Yeah.
So this shit was never in my mind until kind of this year recently. Like, fuck,
Mm.
because I look at the people that I go on placement with and they're 40 and they're just fucking doing radiography. And I'm like, I really don't want that to be me. Like, it's just, the shit is that town.
Mm.
I don't want that to be me.
No. Why not though?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. I just, if I'm, I would prefer. I just want to be. I don't know. I want not that they're. I don't can't speak for them. Like I know this sounds shit, but I just not that. How do I word this without sounding like a prick?
You can sound like a prick if you want.
Oh,
I'm a prick.
like yeah, okay, fuck. Like if that were me in 40, like if I saw myself in 40 years and that was me, I'd be disappointed. If like I would be very disappointed that that's what I'm doing. Like there's nothing wrong with being a radiographer or doing anything. Like it's a great. So someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want that to be me. Like I, when I look at someone, I feel like, fuck, I really need to do something that pushes me away from doing that,
Mm. Okay.
no matter what that is.
Mm. I was kind of similar myself. From a construction background, had
Yeah.
a good job. I was a surveyor. It was comfortable,
Oh yeah,
paid
cool,
right,
cool.
good future. But I mean, I just couldn't see myself doing it for the rest of my life. And for
Mm,
me to get to a point where I'm like 40, 50, 60 years old, and I've done this my whole life, and I've created fuck all, it really pushed me to actually like do something with my life.
mm.
And it was, yeah, it's just, yeah, knowing that future and having the ability to change it now as opposed to later on, full of
Yeah.
regret. That's what sort of pushed me. But I mean, more so for you, man. Like, obviously, you want to be able to work remotely and surf and whatnot. But if you were given access to the tools and surrounded by the right people and given guidance, where would you want to see yourself like 3 to 6 months from now when you're about to go into your placement?
3 to 6 months from now, if I was given the right tools, and I don't know what that looks like, but I would see myself doing the exact same thing. I'm still going to finish, like, I'm nearly done. I'm not going to give up doing my uni. I'm going to finish my uni. I'm just
Hmm.
going to do the exact same things that I'm doing right now, all the way up until I get my degree. And then that's where I would, so I'm not going to, I'll do the same thing, like, up until I finish.
Hmm.
And when I finish, that's probably where I would know because I don't know how, like, say I was given the tools. I don't know how far that has got me at that point.
Yep.
If that had got me to a point where I didn't have to do radiography, I'm not sure if I wouldn't do it.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I actually wouldn't know if I'd say, no, fuck that. I'm going to do this from now on. I don't know.
Mm. So at the moment, then you'd say you're locked into what you're doing at the moment. You've got your uni as a commitment, obviously,
Yeah.
and time wise, like let's say, obviously you're going to be in the same position, same path that you're on now. You get
Yeah.
qualified,
Yeah.
but would you want to learn the skills so you could work online and use that time between now and then wisely to set yourself up for afterwards?
And, and yeah, and that's what I've been thinking because I'm in it next year, right? That's 6 months. I'm not going to be, I will work if I have, like, I will work however many hours I need to support myself. But I would rather use this time because, to be frank, like uni, I'm very fortunate that I kind of, I don't want to say no, I get what's going on at uni. Like, I'm not stupid. I don't have to sit there for 6 hours a night figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Mm,
Like, so I have this time to think about something else.
yeah.
And like I would want to use that time while I'm at uni next year to build skills that I can work remotely instead of having to go and make coffees on a fucking Saturday night morning all day.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, though,
Mm.
would you say you're in a position to actually like put the time aside to learn the skills?
And that's what I was going to ask you. What say like an average? What's the top? What's I know the more you put in, the more you get out, obviously. But if you gave someone, hey, I want you from now in 6 months' time, I want you being able to use these skills to make an income, whatever
Hmm.
scale that be. How many hours do you think a person needs to put in every week? It's probably varies so much, but
It really
ballpark.
depends, but like as
Yeah.
little as like an hour, 2 hours a day. We have a lot of people from the FIFO industry that just want out. And these guys work 3 weeks of the month and they've only got an hour a day each day. And it
And they
might take them a little longer, but it does work.
oh well if it's the minimum is an hour a day and I can commit to that, no worries.
Hmm.
Like
Honestly,
that's
if
an
you could,
hour a day is like no worries at all, especially now because uni's coming to a close. Like I have one assignment, one exam, and this placement, and that's it.
hmm,
Like heaps of time.
okay.
Heaps.
I mean, like, how much time would you say you could actually put into this to start with?
Um, like say I started tomorrow, how much time a day?
Yeah,
I would probably right now it would be probably an hour a day. Did say an hour and a half.
yeah.
Being honest, like right now we're pressed a little bit, but I could still do an hour, no doubt.
Hmm. And how long before that time would open up and you'd be able to do more?
So I'm in my first week. 5 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, his placement's over.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 weeks, and then I'll probably be able, do more than that, like a couple of hours, even more than that, possibly.
Hmm.
And then from 5 weeks, 3-ish weeks of uni, like that exam, which I don't have class. I just have to lock in for my exam. And then after that, I'm fucking off, bro, till January next year.
Oh, okay. So you've
Like
got a fair
I
few
have
months off.
no university.
Okay. And would you like be fully committed to dedicating time to learn these skills, or would you have to work as well to keep bills going?
I'd have to work as well, but if I drop the whole, I'd have to work as well. But it's not going to be 40 hours a week. I would probably work 30-ish hours, 25-ish hours, which is heaps of when you think about it, it's heaps of extra like alternative time
Yeah,
during the week.
yeah. I mean, yeah, if you can obviously get access to the skills and the people and spend that time wisely learning the skills, and obviously if you've got more time, it's going to be quicker. You could set yourself up for a different position in 6 months' time when you're about to go into your work placement. So, I mean, at the moment, then, like, why do you think like today? Why is now a good time? Because you saw this back in April, and you were a little bit skeptical of it. And I don't know what
Mm.
particularly you thought was skeptical about it, whether you
Like,
didn't believe it or whatever. But
why now? Is that like kind of why now and not then? Is that kind of your
well,
question?
more important, just like why now? Why is it taking you so long to realize that
This
you
is
can do
something.
something? What was missing?
Fuck. Good question. It's a really good question. No, I just it's actually a great question. Why not? Why not then? And I think that was the big thing about me getting in like it came to my mind and I was like, fuck, you were thinking about this months ago. If you just started back then, look where you'd be now. And I was like, well, there's no other time, but just if you want to do something, I've always been said if you're not sure about something, just do it. And it was like to do it now.
Hmm.
So that's kind of it came to my thought. I was like, fuck, I need to actually just stop being a pussy essentially and just get on with it. That was my kind of thinking the other day, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah. No, fair enough, man. And I mean, sometimes we need someone else to ask us that. Like it does help when someone says like, well, why didn't you do that? It's like, well, I didn't think about it, or I was doing this, whatever the reason is. But what's that cost you though? Not doing that back in April.
Oh well, if I think about it now, it hasn't cost me. I don't know the potential of what it would have cost me actually, but it just makes me a little bit like I don't think it's cost me anything. It just makes me a bit like frustrated that I could have started something that could be working out for me now,
Mm.
but I didn't, and that kind of frustrates me. And it's a big thing because I just told you I got back from a run.
Mm.
It's kind of similar for like I'm running a marathon anyway in 2 weeks,
Oh, nice, man.
just a cross country marathon, and I'll get into the end of this training block, and I'm looking back, I'm like, holy fuck, like look what you've just done,
Mm.
and that's kind of like this. It was the similar time when I decided to run the marathon when I was looking at that. I chose to do the marathon, not
Mm.
chose, but I'm like, fuck, you could have just look where how far you've come in one thing. You could have come just as far in something else.
Mm.
Does that make sense? Or I just
No, no, no. You're a smart guy, so you're obviously studying radiology. Now, you can apply yourself, quite clearly. You're studying at university and you've applied yourself to train for a marathon, man. That's a big achievement. And you haven't run it yet, but I'm pretty sure you're at a
yeah,
level where
bro.
you
Yeah,
can.
I haven't run it yet, but we're
Yeah.
getting there. We're really there.
But I know what you mean. If you applied yourself, you obviously believe that you can do that. And you're kind of thinking if you just applied the same mindset to something else, like working remotely, online stuff, you could potentially be in a different position now.
And that's couldn't have put it any better. Like it makes me wonder because like I put my mind towards something and I'm fucking gonna do it in 2 weeks and do it well. Like I
Mm,
would never thought like I could apply this to something other than radiography that would be
mm,
able to get me where I want. And that's the thing. I don't know like why if I can do it in sport, why can't I do it in another avenue?
yeah. Mm. Well, what was missing for you to want to start earlier?
I think I just wasn't. It's kind of irrelevant for me to say I wasn't ready because I'm the exact same position I was back then as I am now.
Mm,
So I don't know why. I just I kind of I want to give you an answer, but
yeah.
I just I don't know. I just didn't think it was time. I guess it
Yeah. I
wasn't.
guess
Didn't
the
feel like
opportunity wasn't there at the time, or you didn't think of it.
I didn't think of what it could be or
Mm,
didn't know as much about it. And I wish for the fucking life of me I watched that workshop video back then because it would have said, "Oh, I could do this." Because that
yeah.
fucking I was still a bit iffy, but I watched that video that kind of set it out, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, that's something I can do."
Yeah.
I think that was also another thing. Like I don't know, I like doing stuff and being good at it.
Mm,
I just didn't know what I was going to be doing. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. So
mm.
yeah,
Well, anyone can do this shit. And
yeah,
you've seen Fletcher, and he was working in JB Hi-Fi.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there's no reason why you can't be at a level that Fletcher's at if you apply
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
if you do what's required. So I guess really for you, what was missing at the time was just having that like guidance at least.
Yeah, I think, and it kind of makes me now speaking to you. It's kind of what's the word like reassured me that it's real and it happens and it works. And because before then it was all just not hearsay. I'll talk to Fletcher and that, but like it's just me thinking about what it is,
Yeah,
like my ideas of what it is. But now it's kind of I know what it is and
yeah.
it's real. Now I've spoken to about, so now it's actually something I think I can do,
Mm,
not something I didn't really know what I was going to do.
mm. I mean, besides this, besides
Mm.
ABC Academy, like
Yeah.
have you seen anything online before or tried anything online before?
Oh, I've seen heaps of shit like I don't know, social media marketing, all sorts of different things, copyright, and all sorts of different. But I
Yeah.
have never really tried anything
Mm,
myself because I just never really knew what to
yeah.
do
Mm,
or just how to start. And like it
yeah.
was like I know I can do stuff if I just didn't know how to start or what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is a key factor is having the right people around you, having a network of people, obviously the knowledge as well, and the training, so you can actually like learn the
Yeah,
skills. And that is what we teach as part of our like mentorship program. We're teaching people the skills for sales and marketing so that they can learn the skills and put themselves out in the real world and start making money and actually like
mm,
live that remote lifestyle. But I mean, for you to be able to work remotely, let's say that you're at a position in 6 months from now where you've learned these skills and you're earning money so you can work remotely. You've got your qualification, but you don't have to go and do your work placement.
that's
You don't
okay.
have to get a career. Like,
Yeah,
what does life look like for you then?
mate. If I finish my degree and I just have that piece of paper that I have, so I know I have it for life, and like I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But if I could work wherever I wanted and make, I think first, honest, like what would I do? What I actually don't know what I'd do. That's crazy to think. I don't know if that looks. I mean, it depends. I'd like first. I'd like to travel a little bit. I haven't really traveled yet, as of
Yeah.
yet. Oh, just because I'm young and I've been at uni. I don't really have much money.
Mm.
Um, so first thing we travel, I probably want to do. I don't know. I think I want to go to Asia and then go to South America, mainly to surf and
Yeah,
just
nice.
travel, like just for at least just for a bit, like not for fucking a year or something, but go for 3 months or something
Yeah.
and bounce around and just experience a bit of different culture and stuff to help. I think that the more knowledge you have about everything helps you in any way. So
Oh
just go
yeah.
experience other cultures, um, experience different food, different language, shit
Mm.
like that. And then I would definitely come back to Australia. See, just
Mm.
kick back and see where I goes next.
Mm. Mm. I like it, man. Sounds like a fucking adventure. I'd fucking
Yeah, yeah, it's been dreaming for mine for my whole
oh nice. Well, you got to make sure that that dream actually becomes a reality, and you are able to do that.
life. Yeah,
And
bro.
you don't have to work a year or 2 years just to save up so you can do that.
Mm,
If you can like provide for yourself whilst you're traveling by working remotely, then I can win-win. But
yeah.
that sounds like a quite an expensive lifestyle. Like how much do you think you'd need per month just to sustain that lifestyle?
Well, that's why like that wouldn't be I wouldn't do like that wouldn't be like a fucking all the time 7-1 every day of the year thing.
Oh yeah.
Like that for that I would be saving money till then because I want to do this anyway, even if I don't. This isn't say I didn't do any of this online stuff and I was myself. I want to do this anyway.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I wouldn't. For me personally, the value of being able to work remote is more than like money. So I'd be happy making. I'd be happy making anything compared to what I make now. But like, wouldn't need to be much. I don't think.
Hmm.
Like I wouldn't. I'd be happy with less than 10K a month. Like that's what the big thing is. Get to your first 10K a month. I'd be happy with way less than that.
Yeah. Even like
Actually, over
5.
5 a month
Hmm.
would be fucking hard. It's more than what I'm making now, working, logging away in that.
Yeah. It's the freedom's worth more than the money that you gain from it, I guess. I
Yeah, I think
definitely
so.
definitely agree with that.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, that's realistic. Like if you're putting in the work, like you put in an hour a day, and then you start putting in more when you're more available, 3 or 4 hours, whatever. Like if you show up and you be consistent, then that is very possible. And that
mm,
that five K a month or even 10K a month is just around the corner if you apply yourself.
yeah,
It's just whether or not you would want to apply yourself and if it was important enough for you to take the leap and start working towards that.
yeah. And I think like with this whole thing, as soon as like I start, it's as soon as you start seeing the results, I think that makes someone work a lot harder. Like I feel like if I got to the point where I even made like $200 a week, so I got to that point,
Hmm.
like that would be enough for me to go, okay, fuck everything else. We're just gonna like
Yeah.
see how it can go. And I know that's shit because I should be like that anyways. But it's hard when you haven't seen the what you can get from it.
No, totally agree. Like as soon as you see the results, it's like proof of concept. This shit works. Now, okay,
Yeah,
if I put more effort in, I get more out,
yeah,
which
for
is where
sure.
there's room for growth. But like I said, that's just around the corner, and you're really like no different to Fletch. You're no different to anyone else who starts this shit. So it's quite possible. But I mean, at the moment, the path that you're currently on, it doesn't seem like it is possible for you to be able to like freely travel around. You're gonna have to save up a while for that.
Mm.
So it's,
Yeah, and this is like I'm not. This isn't like I've still got a year left of my university. Like I've still got like I got over a year
mm,
to worry about if I'm going on holiday or not as
mm,
well.
mm. So yeah, it would just cost you time, I guess, in the long run if you did wanna do that and be able to work remotely because you would just travel. You'd have to save up so you can take time off, and then you only get what 3 weeks of the year off as an
Yeah,
employee.
bro.
And I guess you don't want
Yeah,
to be doing that constantly until you're 40.
yeah, because then you have no money saved up anyways, and then good luck getting a house. Good luck getting.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, What does life look like for you though, if you don't do any of this? If you don't give it a go, if you don't set some goals and work towards it and earn as little as $200 a week?
What does it not? Oh, I guess life looks like going to finish my degree and start work and see where that start saving, I guess, to hopefully get an opportunity into buying into my own business.
Hmm.
That's what I would be trying to do. I wouldn't know what else to do, if that makes sense. Like, I know I don't want to be just working as a radiographer for the rest of my life. So if I was going to do it, I was going to try and go for the big leagues and make
Hmm.
as much money off of it as possible. Because I'm going to be working anyways. I may as well work for myself.
Yeah, true. I mean, how long would it take you though to actually work and save up enough so you can set up yourself a business, man?
Like, it varies so much. Like, I could be fucking 20. It could take me 10 years from now. It could take me 20. It could take me 25. Like, it's hard to know because the different times in the market, healthcare,
Hmm.
I don't know, logistics about healthcare with rules, laws, and everything is
Hmm.
just so different. And fuck knows what's going to happen in Australia. Lake Imaging is like, IDX is like a huge provider for healthcare in Australia. They've
Hmm.
cornered fucking half the medical imaging market now, which is cooked. So it's just making it harder and harder. So I don't even know if it's possible.
Oh, wow. Damn. That's a big pill to swallow if you're setting yourself up for a career and potentially business in it. But how old are you now, man?
I'm 21, bro. Young as.
Yeah. I'm 22 myself. So pretty much
Oh,
just
you're young as too.
yeah.
Mad.
Oh, for you, like in 20 years' time, you want to set yourself up a business.
Mm,
I mean, you're going to be 42 years old.
yeah.
You would have been doing radiography for so long. Like, how are you going to feel then when you've had to work so long just to set yourself up a business?
And that's what I'm scared about, bro. I'll be fucked. I'll be like the people that I described before walking down the halls of the hospital. Like,
Yeah.
that just sounds that depressing. Like,
Mm.
in all the glitz thing, like, I do know one guy that started his own practice and he's multi-millionaire from it.
Oh, wow.
Um, but like, he was still working and he's 50, so 56. Like, a multi-millionaire, but still working. Like, and that also makes me depressed as well. Like, you have all this money, but you have no time to use it because, I mean, you do have time to use it. He has nice cars, he has houses everywhere, not
Mm.
everywhere, but he has a few nice houses. But like, that's not
Mm.
spending money. That's materialistic. Materialistic things aren't really interest.
Mm.
So
No. It's the time and the like location freedom, being able to spend that time wisely. Now, how much do you reckon it would take you to save up, get to a point in the online space? You're earning, let's say you are doing 10K a month. Like, how much quicker is the online space going to get you to a point where you can set up your own practice and do what you have always wanted to do?
at 10K a month, probably not much quicker, I don't think. If it was, say, this online space and I started at 10K a month, it'd be probably pretty similar in time frame of being able to set up my own practice. But then it's hard because I'll also have more time on my hands as well.
Mm.
So I don't know, that time could be used for making more money somewhere else, or so it could potentially make it quicker.
Mm.
But yeah, it's
I
hard to
mean,
say.
the thing with working for someone is
Mm,
yes, you got your degree. You go out into the workforce, you're capped at a salary. You
yeah,
can't earn above that salary. Maybe
yeah.
you can get a pay raise,
Mm,
but inflation goes up.
mm,
Your life expenses go up. You buy a house. It really is, it's a built-in slavery system.
yeah.
we all know that it's a built-in slavery system. Yeah, it's okay, you get a bit of a happy life and whatnot, but I mean, if you really wanted to set up your own practice and have the opportunity to access that at a much quicker time, you're not capped if you're working for yourself, if you're earning money online. Like this is
Yeah,
something that's scalable. And you can apply the sales and marketing skills elsewhere to that
and
business.
that, and that's the other thing. When I was watching that video, when they were talking about closing and learning, like, and you're on sales calls, like in the ABC thing, talking to other people, practicing, like,
Yeah,
and that's shit. That's shit. I'd be if I was my own medical imaging thing. Should I be doing that every day?
there you go. Do
Like,
you want me to just run through like what our plan is and like how we actually teach people and give them the skills and whatnot so that they
yeah,
can.
I'd be very interested.
I mean, it seems like you'd be interested and actually like benefit from it. You want to be
Mhm.
working remotely and stuff. So I'll try and make this as quick as I can without brushing over too much. 'Cause I've held you for almost an hour. Sorry.
No, don't apologise. I didn't even realise, bro.
Nah, that's all
It's
right.
been a good talking.
Yeah. Well, I'll plan. Same as what Fletch followed, same as myself, a load of other people. Now, this plan is about a 4 month plan. During that time, we're going to give you the knowledge that you need because is this something completely new to you?
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
So starting from zero, complete beginner, we're going to give you the knowledge that you need. Going to give you somewhere to train and exercise that knowledge, and we're going to show you how to go and land a role so you can actually go out in the real world and earn commissions. Now, I'll break that down, and the first month looks like getting familiar with the knowledge side of things. So, getting yourself familiar with the basics of sales and marketing and understanding that you need to build confidence, put the ego aside, set yourself goals, and start working towards them. Now, this is laying a foundation. This is laying a foundation of knowledge that you can build upon and improve your skills upon. So, this foundation of knowledge is you learning the basics, you learning building your confidence and whatnot, and then you're moving towards the more advanced level of things. So you're starting to learn sales skills in the terms of context, tone, cadence, tonality, all of that stuff. And that is how you talk, how you pose yourself to other people. And obviously, the more advanced levels is understanding how that's put into practice. So you'd get access to a load of training videos that are all I don't know, like 3 to 20 minutes long at most. And you can go through these like in your own time, just so you get comfortable. Now, there's also a load of recorded sales calls from various offers from our sales agency, where there's like $25,000 real estate offers, like drop shipping offers, e-commerce, whatever. So you're understanding how all of that information is put into practice. Now,
Mm.
at the moment, with your somewhat busy schedule, do you think you'd be able to use training videos to help you understand how this all works?
Yeah, I
Mm,
think I can do that. Yeah.
okay. And that's where like this hour a day that you've got spare at the moment is going to come in handy.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
what kind of learner would you say you are?
Like visible, hands-on, do it and learn
Yeah.
type of
Okay.
learn.
Okay. So obviously you're studying at uni right now. So if your lecturer or whoever was to give you a book and said, go and read that in two
Yeah.
days, would you be able to read it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could do that if I had to, but I would prefer to be. Yes, I could do that. Sorry, that
Yeah.
answer your question. Yeah.
But how much of that knowledge do you think you would retain?
If I actually read it and did notes, I would retain a bit. I reckon
Mm.
a fair good chunk.
Let's say you didn't take any notes, you just whizzed through it.
Oh fuck it.
You'd probably miss out a load of stuff.
Oh, lucky to get. If I just read it, lucky to get half. I reckon.
Mm. Well,
Like, yeah.
this is the same thing. Like, if we give you access to these training videos, right, it's great. You can go and watch them in your own time or whatever. But what good is that if you just watch them? We want you to implement all of this, put this into practice. Now,
Mhm.
you said you're a hands-on learner. You said you're a visual learner. So for you to start implementing all of this, which is month two, will give you access to a load of coaching calls where you have access to mentors and a load of other people as well. So these are group calls and they're 3 times a day, 5 days a week. So you get 15 coaching calls a week. So you basically got
Fuck yeah.
a playground to go and exercise all of this knowledge. You've got
Hmm.
people to train with, and you've got teachers, mentors there to give you the feedback, give you constructive criticism where you get wrong. Now, do you think you'd be able to use them?
Yeah, that sounds fucking pretty good. Would make
Hmm.
life very much a lot easier.
Hmm. Now, at the moment, like with your schedule and whatnot, you're pretty busy.
Mm.
These calls run 10 to 11, which is sales, and that's with a mentor, Gabe, followed by session 11 to 12, held by Natalie, shows you how to do content, how to grow your personal brand and do the marketing side of things. And then there's another session in the afternoon, which is a role play session with the group. So, do you know what a role play is?
Like, how would I describe it? Yeah, I think I know what a role play is. Like you um emulate in a scenario.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So,
So
the session in the afternoon at 3 o'clock is for that. You're going to be there with a few other people. You get to role play out all of these different scenarios, putting into practice all of that knowledge you've learned in the videos.
yeah.
And then you have the mentor there, Gabe. He's going to stop you, tell you where you're going wrong, give you constructive criticism, feedback. Maybe he's going to roast you, but you're getting
Yeah,
that much
math.
feedback. So, do
Yeah.
you think you'd be able to use all of those at the moment?
Fuck. I've been honest at the moment. It's at 11 to 12. No, 10 till 11, and then 11 till 12, and then 3. I would not be able to do that at the moment.
No. Okay. Well, they
Fuck.
are recorded, so you can watch them
Yeah.
in your own time. And for whatever questions you do have, right, you can reach out to the mentors or reach out to all the other people in the community and you can ask them
Hmm.
questions and you can get feedback on what you've done basically. So you
Yeah.
might have taken some notes and you might have a few questions. So you can ask people. Now, the role play session is obviously for you to get that live interaction, do the role plays. If you can't make that, you've got
Yeah.
access to everyone else as well. So you
Yeah.
can just again reach out, send a message, ask for a role play partner, and then choose what you want to work on. Go on Zoom, like me and you are now, record it,
Yeah.
save it, upload it to school, which is the platform we use, a bit like Facebook, and that's where you can
Yeah.
get your feedback.
Yeah. Can't make sense.
So even if you aren't able to make it, there's still an area for you to work and improve.
Hmm.
So that's like 1 month, 2 months in, and then you're going to continue to do that. Do your role plays, keep doing the repetition till around about the 4 month mark. Now, four
Yeah.
months is when you're going to start seeing the results because you would have been putting in the work, you would have been showing up, you'd have been learning.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you want to be able to earn money. You're going to do that through earning commissions. Now, we show you what you need, give you the skills and the tools you need so you can go out there and land yourself a role and be able
Hmm.
to look on Facebook groups for jobs, seek, Indeed, whatever, and know what's a scam, know what's not a scam, and give you the skills so you can stand out from the other guy.
Hmm.
Because there's a lot of opportunities out there,
Yeah.
and a lot of people struggle with actually getting the role.
Hmm.
So you just hear that about just dropping out.
No, I did hear that. You like
Okay.
space pause, but I heard all that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, landing yourself a role. Now, if you're showing up, if you're putting in the work, and you're doing good, there
Hmm.
is potential for an opportunity within ABC itself to get yourself a role as an appointment setter, closer, or if you wanted, you do your affiliate marketing as well. Now,
Hmm.
that's not for everyone. It's only exclusive to those who are willing to put in the work, who are showing up and producing the results. But it's there.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity that's there for you. So that's around the 4 month mark. Have you got any questions about that at the moment? Because I have just dumped a lot of information on you.
Yeah, no, not really. I wouldn't say questions. No, no questions. That all makes sense.
Okay. So just to like wrap that up, you've got knowledge, training,
Yeah.
and then you've got the ability to land yourself a role so you can go and make money.
Hmm.
And that's around 4 months. After 4 months, let's say you want to go and scale up to 10K a month. Okay. This is where you can get access to a bit more of an intimate one-to-one mentoring, and you get that support that you need to make tweaks so you can get to 10K.
Hmm.
So it's not just showing you the basics, it's not just feeding you a load of videos, it's holding your hand the whole way through and making sure that you get where you want to go.
Yep.
Now, this is pretty much a blueprint, same as what Fletch followed, same as what I followed. Do the work, turn up, you will see results.
Oh, yeah, man.
Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not easy, but it's also not hard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
consistency, like with you running for a marathon. It's consistency.
Yeah.
You've got to build up.
Hmm.
And for you, man, like bit of a bit of a sticky situation for you at the moment, choosing what you want to do in life. I understand that, but
Hmm.
do you see all of this, all of the tools, the knowledge, and the people, the network, actually helping you to set yourself up for a bit of a different path?
Yeah. I can definitely see this pathway suiting me very well, and I can see like you said, put the work in, the more you get out of it. I can see it being very fulfilling as well
Mm, mm,
in the short term, but then also in a longer term period of time.
mm. And it isn't a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. We're an academy, we're a place of learning. It's like going to
Hmm.
the gym with some nice
Yeah.
fancy equipment.
Yeah.
Up to you to put in the work.
Hmm. Yeah. I understand that.
So, do you think you would put in the work?
Yeah, I would put in the work. I just it would be a bit of moving around stuff on my end, like just to make sure I can give the time that it deserves, which is fine. It is just going to get busy, but there's nothing wrong with busy. I just need to make sure it's controlled, like I know what I'm doing, if you know what I mean. Like I'm controlled busy,
Yeah,
which means like I had a plan after this marathon to go run do a half Ironman. So that's obviously a fucking time commitment and a fucking half.
yeah.
Then there's also this. So it's like, what do I do?
Mm,
I can do both. There's no issue. Like it'll be hectic. Like yeah.
yeah, yeah. I guess you got to think, like you say, long term.
Mm,
Like you're gonna have to make some sacrifices now for
yeah.
in the future. Like
And
whether
that's it.
that's time, whether that's getting rid of one of your activities or whatever. It's just really your priority management and what matters to you the most.
And that's what I've it's kind of been going around in my head this whole talk, like this whole time we've been talking. And like I'm thinking, like, fuck me, the Ironman, bro. I'm not gonna not get fit. Like I'm gonna still say I don't do the Ironman. I'm still gonna run a couple times a week, go to the gym. I'm not gonna become a slob. Like I'm
Yeah,
gonna be able to do the Ironman in fucking next year if I want to.
like a nice.
So that's like where I'm at thinking about, oh, well, why wouldn't I just do this? And then because I know I'd hate myself if I did the Ironman and then the same thing happens to me 4 months down the track. Like I could have done that. Imagine where I'd be now.
Mm,
So yeah.
mm. Well, I guess there is that, and there is things that you've got prioritized already at the moment.
Hmm.
Even if you were able to put like an hour, 2 hours a day, let's say when you've got a little bit more time in a few weeks' time,
Yeah.
you can get so much learned in that time, and you see your own results, like your own progress, and it would push you to learn more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. And I think yeah. Sorry, you go.
no, I was just gonna say it's like it just depends on who you are, how you learn, what you like, and do you think any of this wouldn't work for you though?
I don't think it wouldn't work, and the reason I say that is I think once I actually am in it and I know what, like I know you've explained what it looks like or whatever, but if I'm actually in it and learning shit. Like if I actually sorry, not shit. If I start learning about sales, all this stuff, that's gonna like push me to do more because I'm starting to know, like I know where I stand. I know what I'm doing now. I'm not just thinking about it. If that
Mm.
does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not you back in April.
Yeah, it's not me just like, oh, well, that'd be cool. What's that? It's like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm learning. Yeah, it might take me X amount of months to see any results, but I'm fucking learning something.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I guess as well, like you've already said that the skills that we teach, you would benefit from later on when you'd potentially run your own business.
Yes.
So it's not like you're just setting up a drop shipping store to get a bit of cash on the side.
Yeah. No, it's actually like outside of this industry of high ticket sales sort of thing, it applies to anything kind of
Mm.
ever in business. It applies to it all.
Everything, everything.
Yeah.
It's human relations, it's communication, negotiation, everything you need basically to run business.
And that's like even say for say radiography, it's not a you're not calling people to close them on a fucking tangible thing, but you still got to call them to close them to get money off them to supply, get this. You got to negotiate to get better deals for your equipment, that sort of thing. It's, even though it's not a, you're not negotiating for someone to buy a tangible product, you're still
Mhm.
negotiating
Yeah,
for them to do something for you.
yeah, and logistics and everything, everything. The
Yeah.
communication skills are very valuable for being able to do that.
And yeah, I think that's great because like I can communicate and talk, but like I'm not that great of a like I can talk to someone about the footy or something, but I'm not a great communicator when it comes to serious communicating. I sound like I'm still sound like I'm in high school. Yeah, so it will help me all around.
Hmm. So, I mean, like hypothetically, you don't see any of this not working for you.
Nah, it'd have to be a pretty weird scenario for it
Yeah.
like not to work. Yeah,
Okay. I guess despite you being busy at the moment, like, would you be opposed to like starting today? Would there be anything holding you back?
not. Oh, no, I'll be honest. Like, yeah, the whole not sure if I should do this Iron Man or not do it. That's the only thing that's on my mind right now.
Mm. And then would that be you either use your 1 hour of spare time at the moment to train for the Ironman, or
Yeah,
train for
it's kind of like yeah, it would be pretty fucking yeah. That's the thing. Like I train heaps now, which is fine,
yeah.
but that Ironman's like
Mm.
the
I mean,
next step.
so what really happens for you though? Like if you train for this marathon and you don't take up this opportunity and you get a medal for your Ironman, but where are
Yeah,
you?
but nothing. Yeah, nothing changes. It's just, and I'm like, it's not like I'm. It's not like it's my last opportunity ever, and that's where I got to like just sacrifice. That's what you said about sacrifice. Like if I want to do this, I've got to just not do something else, which is what sacrificing is, isn't it?
Yeah,
um,
bite the bullet.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
No, I could. Well, yeah, they'll fuck. I can do. I was going to do the Melbourne one, but I can do the Geelong one in March. That's the difference.
Oh, so you can just do one that comes around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to be running and swimming anyway. If I decide to fucking just do it for the fuck, because I'll be able to finish it. I just want to train so I'm not slow. I can do it anyway. So
Mm. Mm.
it's a half, it's not a full. So this is having no relation to anything, but it's half. Just so you know, it's a half, not a full one. So I'm
Oh,
not. It's
okay.
so
Okay.
it's not as hectic. Like it's 2K swim, 90K bike, and a half marathon. So it's not. It's not fucked.
Yeah. Still a lot.
Oh, it is a lot, but because I've just finished training for a mara, that's where I like it doesn't feel like as much. Sorry, off topic.
Oh, that's all right. My mate's running a marathon, I think in a couple of weeks' time, the Sydney Marathon.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. That'll be good. Us.
Yeah, so he's brave to be doing that. Never done a marathon before.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm fucking scared. That's probably what I've done one either.
Mm. Well, I guess, man, is that something you would be interested in? Everything that I've described there, everything I've gone through, all the skills and everything. Is that something you would be interested in?
Yes, I would be interested in that for sure.
Okay. Okay, and obviously you'd have to like decide what your commitments are and whether or not you could put the time towards this and commit to it. But if you want, I can walk you through the onboarding process, and that takes about 10, 15 minutes to get you onboarded. And obviously there is an investment required for it, and that
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
to get access to everything and
Mm,
have the mentors there holding your hand the whole way through. It is
yeah.
just the one, it's just an investment of 6,000 US dollars.
Oh, so that's okay. Fuck. Yeah. I didn't, that's, and I should have asked you this at the start because I want to know how much that was. So that's how much the course is, 6 grand.
Yeah, it's not a course,
Not
mentorship.
course, sorry, not course, mentorship, hold your hand, everything.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's, I've just I'm sorry, I've like wasted your time then a bit.
No, no,
I
no,
don't,
no, I haven't wasted my time at all. I
you
haven't wasted
sure?
my time at all. Like,
I, I can't afford 6,000 US at the moment where I am currently sitting.
I mean, like for you, man, like just let's imagine that price doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah, okay.
forget that number. Like,
Okay.
do you genuinely see all of these tools and the guidance and everything having access to that helping you out?
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
And like realistically, do you see yourself setting yourself up for a position where you can work remotely
Yeah, I can.
and obviously being able to travel around and potentially be in South America working from your laptop?
Oh, be a fucking dream.
Hmm. Literally would be. You said it's been a dream for a long time.
Oh, mate.
Hmm.
Not the dream in my mind when I was a kid wasn't sitting on my laptop doing work, but it was sitting on a fucking beach, surfing, waking up in the morning, and eating fresh fruit from the farmer's market, kicking
Yeah,
back in the sun.
fucking nice, man. Love it, love it. And like, you don't see any of this not working out for you. I mean, like hypothetically, like if something was to not really work for you, what do you think it would be?
If it wasn't to work for me, I
Yeah.
can't. If I can't see myself not giving it the time it's deserved, especially once I start. I can't see it no. Like,
Hmm.
unless I just couldn't understand it or I couldn't get a knack for it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like I just couldn't grasp whatever it is. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you would make it work. You would put the work in, you would see the results.
Yeah.
Hmm. And I guess if you see all of this working and like for you to get access to all of that to help you and set
Mm.
yourself up for a different path, like if you had access to 6,000 US dollars or like 9,000 Australian, would you would you be willing to invest if you had access to those funds?
If I had that, yeah, if I had access to that, for sure.
Hmm. Okay. And like, I guess would there be any way you would have access to those funds? Like for a family, would they help you out or what?
My family probably, my family wouldn't help me out, but the like immediately, no. There's no, no. I couldn't. I'll be fucked if I spent 9 grand right now. But realistically, like I can right now, I couldn't oh, in 6 months' time. No, not 6 months. What's the end of the year? 4 months.
Yeah, less than 4 months
Realistically, January run, I'd have the money,
in January.
which is kind of fucking a while away.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on. Like
Yeah,
at the moment, obviously this is something that you're interested in, something that you want. And you could potentially
yeah.
start right away.
Mm.
So where would you say you're at financially? like in relation to that 9,000
Like
at
how
the
close
moment?
am I?
Yeah, at the moment.
Oh, I have how much tax comes back? Like just apart from the money I'm using, this is the thing. I could have enough money if so. I just spent 1,400 on this accommodation.
Yeah.
There's some, I might be able to get that subsidized. Anyway, I'm close. I'm about the like disposable that I wouldn't have like if I spent. I'll be sorted. Would
Mm.
I probably about 8 grand or actually not? Oh, probably 6,000 would be like Australian dollars, or I could lose it and not have to worry about it.
Hmm.
Do you not get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't say lose it. You could invest
Like
it.
not lose it, like invest it, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like have any repercussions like what am I going to eat this week or
Yeah. Well, good news, man. Not
yeah,
everybody has access to 9,000 in their back pocket, right?
yeah,
And at the end of the day, people come to the academy and there's something wrong. They want to do something different. They want to learn the skills. They come from a place where something's missing and we're able to provide that solution for them and give them the ability to earn 10K a month or work remotely, whatever it is for them. And
hmm
ultimately, our goal is to help people. Okay. Obviously, there's an investment involved with that because you're learning skills, there's value. But we
yeah,
understand that people don't come from the best of places and not everybody has that money in their back pocket. So, good news for you, man. Like, if you wanted to, you can get started today, can onboard you with a 6,000. Okay. And then the rest of that, we could do a plan to get the rest of it paid off.
mm, yeah.
Is that something you would consider?
So I didn't know how much was it cost going to cost at all. Like I had no idea.
Hmm.
Um, honest, if I'm being honest, it wouldn't be something that I'd be thinking to do right now, just because like I know I was so eager about it before, and I still am. But
Hmm.
like to me, like that's a lot of point. If you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's a lot of fun for me to not. I'm gonna obviously learn and stuff, but
No, I
yeah,
understand.
you know what I mean?
No,
Like
I understand. Yeah,
like
it is a lot. It's a sting.
yeah,
It is a sting. I mean, even with university for yourself, right? How did you go about that? Have you got like student loans or did your parents pay for
yeah.
it?
Hex debt. I'm on again. Like the government pays. And I pay the government back when I'm earning an
Mm.
actual wage.
And I mean, if you had to pay for all of your terms just for like a year outright, like that would probably
Oh,
sting a fuckload more.
mine's about my course is it's about the same. It's 8 grand a year. My uni course,
Yeah, wow.
so 32,000 for 4 years.
Yeah, that's a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, for you, man, if you had access to that, I mean, is that the 6,000 you'd be like comfortable with losing or investing?
Mm.
I mean, is that something you would want to do, or is it going to make you feel too uncomfortable? Where are you at with that?
Yeah. Well, it's probably yeah, it made me feel a bit uncomfortable. For being honest.
Mm,
Um, especially because I don't like I'm on placement now, and then I won't have like a good wage for a while as well.
yeah.
So like,
Mm,
wherever that, yeah, it'd be different if I was fucking not on placement, but I don't have like a wage. I won't have a wage for like 6 weeks.
six
You know what I
weeks.
mean?
Mm, mm. No,
Fuck.
I mean, if you did want to start all of this,
Mm.
I did help a guy the other day. He was 18 years old. He had a 6-month-old baby as well. He's working FIFO. Um, he didn't have that amount. And what I was able to do in that instance was get him access to the full amount. And it actually come through yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, got him onboarded so he could start right away. Because
Yeah.
I mean, it was just too bad for him spending time away from his daughter, and he just fucking wanted it. But he was able to get access to those funds through a lender and start right away. Now,
Mm.
that is an option if you would consider that, and you'd be able to get access to it at a much sort of more comfortable position.
Hmm. Fuck.
Like,
Fuck. That's tough. Shit. It's funny because I've literally just I've booked a holiday to Bali at the end of the year.
be working from your laptop there.
Yeah, I know. Fuck me. 6K. Yeah,
Mm,
I'm stuck. I don't even know what to.
uh, let's like if this is really something you want, let's
Yeah,
work this out together. Let's see what we can sort of do. Okay.
yeah,
Now, is that 6,000? You gonna have to use this money to keep yourself afloat and carry on living for the next fair few weeks?
yeah. When I said, I don't know why I said things like now that I think, like if I'm thinking about it, like I have a placement and then I have booked that holiday. That's six. I actually am. Yeah, fucking 6 grand is would be a huge hit.
Mm. Well, don't have to do that. Don't have to do
Yeah,
that. Like I said, there's ways around this, so you can get started. What would you say that you'd be comfortable with? Because there is a certain amount where you can get started. So where would you say is going to be good for you? I don't want to put you out of pocket, be fucking poor and unable to feed yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right now, like it's gonna and feel comfortable and not feel uncomfortable. I probably only, not only, but probably about 2,000 ish. Like, I know that's so far from nine, but like if I was to feel completely comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
it would be probably about 2 grand.
Mm-hmm. 2,000. So yeah, obviously another 7,000 on top of that,
Yeah.
but you would be able to get started with that.
And what does the 7 grand look like in paying that over time?
So what we can do, I'll just look something up for you. So you could do an initial down payment of 2,000, get the ball rolling, get learning, and then the month after that, and then for the next 5 months following, be 1,400 bucks.
Every month for 5 months.
Yeah,
Well, actually, like, sorry, let me just get one.
no, all good.
Um, what date are we? So that means, I'll just need to go onto my calendar on the laptop. 22nd of October. Okay. So basically, where I'm at, I'll be done for uni. Or so this is where like I get gonna get for money wise, gonna get because I'm going on that holiday cost. Fuck, 1,400 in October, then 1,400 in November, and then 1,400 in December. That's what's that? Four and 2.8, 4.2 thousand by the end of the year, and then there's another. See, like that. I know I don't want it to sound like a tight ass or anything because I'm not. It's just that's like, yeah, that's tough.
That's understandable. That's understandable. You're obviously on placement at the moment. You're not working full time or anything like that. So I
Yeah,
completely get that. That's fine. Now, could do it over a longer period than that, lower, but it's gonna cost interest.
yeah, and that's what I mean. I don't. Um,
But I mean, if it helps you out and in 6 months' time you're seeing money coming in,
mm,
you'd have the option to pay it off sooner as well if you had access to the money.
yeah,
And then there's also if you to go to a lender,
yeah, I could also do that. Um,
then it would be a few hundred per month.
there's one like I just don't want to fucking commit and then just be fucking stressed over this. You know what I mean?
What, thinking about like the next payment or whatever.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's actually why I'm saying about going to a lender because we want you to focus on learning the skills, not whether or not you can make the next payment.
Yeah.
I mean, what may be difficult because at the moment, are you unemployed at the moment?
Like, yeah, I'm like right now. I'm not. I won't be working at all 7 or 6 weeks.
Hmm, might be difficult to get access to a
That's what I
loan.
mean.
Hmm. No,
It's like something. It's something that would be good if I could. It sucks because I want to do it now, but it'd be something if once placement's over, if I could revisit it, then it would look a lot better for me just because I know what I'm doing with work wise.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hmm.
But
And
that's 6 weeks away, or 5 weeks away now.
yeah. Your time commitments at the moment, like you're stacked for time. You can't even like go to get a job on the side as well, can you?
No,
Mm.
no, not now. Fuck, I don't know how this can. I honestly don't see how this is going to work. Not right now.
Mm.
Like, I can feel bad. I hope I don't. You don't feel. I don't want to waste your time.
No, no, no. It hasn't been a waste of time at all. Like, at the end of the day, this is. I think this is a good opportunity for you. I wouldn't have proposed it to you. I wouldn't have said it's not for everyone. I don't give it to everyone. But I think this can work for you. You think this can work for you.
Mm.
So I want to try and like see if we can help you out. Obviously, something you want. Um, like I said, definitely help you out getting that money, getting that at a lower rate. If you're not eligible for a loan, okay, because of work, um, there is there is a plan that we do offer, but there is a lot of interest on it.
Yeah, I see. Is I know you're gonna hate hearing this because obviously, like, it's not now. And I want, if we revisited this as soon as I'm done placement, can I still do the same? Like the same? Give you? I may hopefully feel comfortable giving you maybe a bit more than 2K.
Hmm.
Does that work still? is the
Yeah.
opportunity still there in 6 weeks, 5 weeks time?
100%, man. And for that, we would have to do a deposit of 10% just to say, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and for us to know that this is something you want and you are interested in.
Yeah, okay. So if I put $900
Yep.
now, then I'm locked in for whenever do I choose that now or do I?
Yeah, that would be like now, today, and then I can just keep in touch with you, see where you're at. See
Oh,
if
but like, sorry, I mean, like, if my question is that if I give you that $900 and I want to start, do I tell you the date I want to start now, or can I keep in touch with you and then when I feel the time's right, then we go?
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to start today, you could, but if you don't think this is the right time, you need some time to save up a little bit more,
Yeah,
and those $1,400 payments are too much for you,
yeah.
absolutely fine. Now, just let me know when's a better time for you.
Right.
I mean, there is the option for it. Obviously depends because you said your parents may not, but even if you had help from them,
Yeah. All right. I might might can I do the $900 and see where my head's at in 5 weeks?
yeah,
Is that
absolutely.
fine?
That's fine, man. That is absolutely fine. That
Okay.
is fine.
I'll do that.
Ultimately, shows that you're committed and this is something you want.
Mhm. Yep.
So I'll just do an invoice for you.
And how does like it work with this? Because I know like ABC is an online company. How does this like whole deposit thing work? Like,
But this is a fully refundable deposit, and it
yeah.
is paid either via bank transfer
Mhm.
or you can do it on your card, whichever's up to you, whatever's clever. If
Yeah,
you
okay.
want to do it on your end for a bank transfer, absolutely fine, we can do that.
But do I like, if I send money, do I get anything in return saying like what's happening in terms of ABC?
Yeah, so obviously we'll stay in touch and
Yeah.
you'll get an invoice receipt for that saying that you
Okay.
you put the amount in, and I will chase you up and I will see where you're at. Obviously, if this is something you don't want, change your mind, absolutely fine. Send me a message, refund goes straight to you.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's that's all right. That sounds good. That
But
sounds good. Really I'm gonna work towards hopefully in this 5 weeks time I am comfortable doing this.
mm. So would you like to do it via card or bank transfer? Up to you.
Or actually I might bank transfer.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to send in the chat a little snippet just of the information so then you can read it.
Yeah.
Now, our plan I mentioned, if you did want to get started right away, that has more interest on it, we've got one that's, is it 1,000? I think we do, yeah, 1,000 AUD per month. Actually, that would be longer, and there would be a
Yeah.
bit more interest on top of that. Can't remember exactly how much, but if that's still, is that still too much, you think, 1,000 a month?
Just yeah, just because I'm not working for this next 6 weeks,
Mm,
that's a bit hectic for me. If
yeah.
yeah, is that like I could do it? Say I pay this 900. In could I? Was that an option down the track? The $1,000 per whatever for however long?
Yeah, it is. It obviously between now and 5 weeks' time, whatever, if you're in a better position, I don't expect you to have saved up another few thousand, which you're not
Yeah,
working.
okay.
So
Yeah, right.
that's
Understand.
still there for you. And then obviously, if you are able to go through a lender, there's that option. But
Yeah,
you've got time to think about it, so the ball's in your court, basically.
Yeah, awesome.
So the account holder, the name.
Oh, wait, sorry. I want to pay from this account. Yep.
So ABC
Account name ABC
space information
information.
provision services. It might not let you do all the characters.
Oh, it's there. Yep.
Yeah, Pty Ltd.
Oh, it doesn't let me do all of them. It's stopped now.
Yeah, just put what you can. ABC information provision.
Yep.
The BSB is 774001.
Yep. Yep.
Now the account number is 2205
Yep.
66168.
All right, I'll just repeat that to you.
Yep,
So BSB 774001.
yep,
Account number 220
yep,
566
yep.
168.
You got it.
Awesome.
And just put like deposit or whatever for the reference, and put your name in the reference as well, actually, just so it shows
Okay.
up on there.
900 description. What do you want me to put again? My name and
So put your name and then like hyphen deposit.
deposit. Yeah. Oh, do I put my full name, Max, like my last name?
Yeah, so Max Lacy, and
Yeah. Cool. And then I don't know, we'll go in straight away.
yeah, you just send a screenshot, send it to me over iMessage or whatever, um, and I will log that in the system, and hopefully between now and then, um, just have a think about a few things, and guess we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, well, wait, is that it? There's actually a scenario where it could happen sooner. There's like a thing to subsidize my accommodation. And if I can get it subsidized, which means it gets paid for,
Yep.
we could be on because that's an extra $1,400 that I'll have
Okay.
access to.
Yeah.
So but I'm just saying that. Don't,
Yeah, no, for
yeah.
sure.
All right. Where's your Lewis ABC? There you are. There you go.
Awesome. I've got that. Cool. So keep in touch. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you know what's going on in your life. I don't. So just reach out whenever. Only a
Thanks,
message
brother.
away. And I'll send you some stuff as well. Send you some like resources and whatnot, so you can have a look and just get familiar with what we are doing.
All right. Mate, I
But
actually really appreciate it. Thanks for talking to me for so long. I'm sorry about that, but
no,
appreciate
it's been emotional, man. It's been all right.
it. For sure.
It's
Thanks,
been all right.
brother.
No worries. Hope you actually got something from the call at least.
No, I did, man. For sure. You've done it. You good at what you do. You've done it. Good job.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
All
Enjoy
right,
enjoy
brother.
the rest of your week, man.
You too, bro. I'll talk to you.
See you, mate. Cheers.